Okay, I think it's done.
Okay, I'm sorry, my dog. I'm sorry.
No worries. I think that is done right now. So I want that you please explain to me what do you have in your plans? Which country do you want to travel? Why? And then after all your speech, I will start to do some questions as always, you know how it works. So, which country did you choose and why?
I I chose mainly Asia.
Mhm.
Not really in a specific country, but I was between China because I speak some Chinese, and South Korea because I think it's a little bit more friendlier than Japan. So I will avoid Japan.
Okay, so we will imagine that China, okay?
Mhm.
Just for simplify the process. So, how do you plan to survive in that country?
I a moment. I'm sorry. It's just that it's a whole mess, and my dog is like trying to play with my plushies and everything like that. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay. Okay.
So, tell me, how do you plan?
Uh, like
How
I,
can you listen at me? How do you plan to survive in that country? Like, how? Do you want to travel? Do you want to go with savings?
specifically, I will. I think, and my plan is to apply for a job as an English teacher or a Spanish teacher that I've searched, and there is some jobs available, mainly English, obviously because it's English, but I've seen that it's a great opportunity because even the institutions that hire you pay most of your stays, like where do you stay, your apartment, whatever. They, apart from that, they pay you. Apart from that, they give you healthcare. They do all the visa papers that you have to present to the embassies and things like that. They renew your visa, like your working visa, if they decide that you are a employee they want to keep. The payment is really good. It goes from $1,000 a month, like that's on you, like
Mhm.
separated from what they are gonna put in your food and in your like apartment. And
Yeah.
it goes 1,000 something to up to $3,100 as I've seen it. So it's quite a good payment. Quite a good payment thinking that you're not gonna pay for your apartment or your food. So it's merely on you, on savings. And they even pay the flight that you take to return to your country. Like for holidays. They even pay that.
Wow.
It's a really good arrangement. Like if you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I listen to one history. Yeah, I listen about one similar story in can you listen?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Aló,
listen.
aló,
I can.
¿me escuchas?
Sí, sí escucho, sí
Okay.
escucho.
I listen one similar story in the Emirates. They do that with the Spanish teachers. I not met. I just know the story about one travel blogger that is from Chile, and she
Hmm.
traveled in that way, and they pay everything. So
Yeah,
that sounds like a good plan.
yeah.
Do you have some relatives, like some family and friends there, or you don't
Uh,
know nobody at all?
no, I don't like personally no one, but I've like been exposed to that culture at a certain level, like at least from my studies and from how I interacted with people from such nationalities that I think I
How
can find ways
to
through it.
interact with them?
I
How
mean,
to interact with them?
I mean, like, for example, when I was studying Chinese, there was like you learning their culture was a huge part of you learning their language. So I learned a lot of it, even history. I interacted with people that just arrived to
Okay.
Peru from Taiwan, from China. So I kind of get, like, I know how to travel myself around such experiences. Obviously, it's going to be a shock because it's literally the other part of the world, but still I think it's a nice opportunity not only to fulfill um, some personal desires of mine, but also because it seems like a great working opportunity, like financially speaking and experience wise.
Okay. Nice. And how do you plan to practice your profession in that country? Or do you want to have in mind like go and be a teacher and then go back and being a lawyer in Peru? What do you have in your mind?
In mind, at least one of the requirements is to have a degree, so I will have to finish my career as a lawyer, so that's already a given. But for me, I think I will do this English thing for a while, maybe a year. And if after that year I feel like I just feel like, oh, this is my calling, I want to stay here, I just want to do this, then I will probably just drop being a lawyer because I will be like, okay, this gives me more fulfillment and pays the bills. So it's fine. So I guess I will be like, I will do this for like maybe as long as I feel like I want to, and then maybe I can jump into another opportunities like being a lawyer, or maybe being a translator. I don't know, well, an interpreter, it's better said. But I think it somehow is something that I will decide on the moment, like after a certain period of time. Maybe I go there and I feel like, oh, I feel like I belong here, so maybe I will want to extend my my stay in such country.
Okay. Um, how much money do you have for invest in all your migration process?
uh, for the entire part of the papers and apply to the visa and whatnot. As far as I saw, they do cover most of it, but I think a rough estimate of how much I'm planning to invest in it might be around like, okay, let's say at least the payment of a month that they're gonna give to me. So maybe if they pay me 2,000, I might be investing in 2,000 because I will recover such investments. So
Yeah. How do you see the thing about works with young people, like with kids maybe that you have to speak Spanish or teach Spanish to some little kids? Do you think that you can deal with that? Because you know all the passions and all the skills that you need. Do you feel ready for start that a process in your life and why?
I think like I think I get well with kids, so that wouldn't be a problem. I think I will be more scared of young people, like teenagers, than kids themselves, because kids are like, you kind of go around like you can see what things they like. You have to be nice, you have to keep smiling, you have to like play games and in a fun way deliver the language, either English or Spanish. But with teenagers it's a little bit more complex because they can also like they're struggling when they are teenagers with themselves, and then with the social interactions they have with other people, even with teachers. So it's kind of difficult to teach teenagers, so I would rather apply for a job that I can teach to kids.
Okay. And have you a judicial record or a judicial note or something that you want to
No,
declare?
my history is completely clear. It's I have no crimes in my register or anything.
Okay. And what do you think that will be the huge advantage that you will have when you are applying for this job?
I think that not only my degree will be like an extra because I will be like I am uh law is something you can apply in several things. So you can, like, if you're a lawyer, you can do multiple things, not only being a lawyer. So maybe I can highlight things like I can speak in public, I can give speeches in public, I can write things in a formal or informal way, I can interact with people in a way that I can be approachable to them. Like, because when you're a lawyer, you kind of develop those social skills because you have to interact with people. You're a lawyer, you interact with people. So I think I will highlight such points, and also that I am not only very willing to learn. It's not just me teaching, but me learning as well from them, and that I have not only English but other languages. So maybe if they have another position available, like maybe the English one was already occupied, so I can teach Spanish. I can do that as well. So, and that I know a little
Okay.
bit of Chinese, so I can like as well interact in that sense.
Okay. Um, if everything goes so right, when do you want to return to your country?
Uh, if everything goes well and I leave, primarily I would want to leave for a year, but I think the maximum I will spend outside my country doing a job, because you need a visa to stay and whatnot, because I'm not planning to stay illegally in any place. Um,
Mhm.
and maximum it will be 3 years. I think tops 3 years.
Okay, that is nice. Let me see if we have other thing to ask. I guess that's everything. How do you think that your family will understand that change of your profession? Or
Mm,
like they will,
think they
do you
wouldn't
think that they
care.
will judge you or they will like
Not really.
be
I
with
mean,
you?
not that it, like, I think at some point it matters, because it's just like, yeah, your family doesn't approve it, but at the end of the day it's my life, so I decide how I live it. So if I want to leave tomorrow to China to give classes to kids, I'm gonna take it. If it's a great opportunity, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna leave. You might not agree, but it's like, okay, you don't agree with the decision, I'm so sorry, but I still want to take it because it's a huge opportunity and I want to take it. But personally, I think that my family will be really supportive. They will be most like, oh, we thought you were going through this path and suddenly you changed, but they wouldn't mind. They would be like, as long as you're okay, I think it's great that you're doing this, that you're doing that. They know I'm a little bit crazy, a little bit like, okay, I want to leave, and they are like, okay, just leave and take care. So I'm just like that. So
Mhm.
they'll be supportive.
Okay. How do you feel with loneliness?
Uh, I don't really. I feel like, yeah, sometimes you get lonely, mainly if you're in another country and alone. But I think I wouldn't mind it. I don't think I wouldn't mind. I would mind it, or it would be like a central piece for me to decline or accept the offer. I think if I go with the mentality of, okay, um, I'm gonna be alone, but that's a great opportunity to make new friends. If you go with that mindset, everything just gets easier. Just get with a good attitude.
Okay, nice. Okay, Laleska, our time is over. Thank you so much for share. As always, it's a pleasure. Please, I need that you fulfill the survey. I just opened it.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
sent. Okay, I
And I
put
will
it.
see you the next week.
Okay, okay, good.
Okay, thank you so much for my time. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Bye. Vanessa. Vanessa,
Afternoon.
hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Everything very good. Thank you
How
so
are
much.
you? How is everything going?
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice. So let me know. We will start as always. You know how this works. So let me know which country do you have in mind, or which one did you choose for migrate, and why?
Well, I am divided between Canada and France. Because the first reason is because I can speak French, so this is could be a really big chance to try to improve my third language. Well, I think this is the most important reason, and after that, I think well could be Canada because I feel that this have a I don't know how to explain this, a kind of economic stability.
Okay,
Uh, and I can also practice English. So I choose Canada after all.
okay, nice. How do you plan to survive in that country?
Well, I think it's really important to, first of all, to speak the language that is necessary to survive there. And after that, trying to work in something. I know that the politic of travelers or migrators in Canada is, I think,
Migrants?
migrants exactly. It could be a little bit flexible in comparison in other countries because they want, especially people between 20 years and 40. I think because I don't know how to explain this, fuga, because lots of young adults are also going to another countries to live, so they need a workforce to still having some workers in the country. So I think that's the reason because that's the reason why the politics are a little bit flexible there. So if you have a title, if you're a professional, and if you can speak English and French, I think it's easier than other countries.
Okay. Have you some relatives or family or friends or people that you know that live there?
Well, when I studied on the French aliens, that is the institute where they teach French. Well, we started to know all the countries or the places where we can arrive to finally finish speaking our French. And well, it's really important for the school to motivate other people to travel to other countries and know the culture especially. So there I studied a lot of lots of baccalaureate. I don't know how to say this. Becas,
Okay.
becas.
Scholarships.
Lots
Scholarships.
lots of
Mm-hmm.
scholarships and the way and the how you can go there to study or
Mm-hmm.
how you can find a job or a course or kind of that to survive. So it's really important, and there is where I finally finished. I finally understand that it's easier to go to Canada because in French, first of all, is
In
it
France?
is
France?
a big.
France?
I'm so sorry again, please.
Uh, in France, because you told in French.
Ah,
In France.
in France, it is not a really big country because maybe they have a really
Mm-hmm.
big cities, but the territory is not so long as in comparison of Canada. So that's why I think the people used to live in really little places, like little apartments. And the rhythm of the city is really
Mm-hmm.
fast. All the people are, all the people have
In rush.
exactly.
In rush, como en prisa, como estresados a un nivel
So
diferente.
they are stressed, they are anxious also. There are a lot of stress, anxiety, and well, this is the rhythm of the
Mhm.
city. It's kind of hard to find a really good job in the country for us, for say something like this. So the peaceful
Mhm.
places are not too competitive as for looking for a work, for example. So, something that is really important that I knew in meanwhile I was studying English, French, sorry, it was that most of people have the Paris dream when you're going to arrive to France, you're going to watch the Eiffel Tower, and you're going to travel as a I don't know as a travel as a lovely travel, but it is not the same because people in France it is not just kind of they don't have the time to treat you really politely, so it is not
Yeah.
as we can imagine. Well, it could
Mhm.
be like New York is in comparison French. This part is kind of the same, and well, in Europe, people is not
So friendly.
exactly friendly. I think they are polite. They are kind, but
Mhm.
they are not near as we are.
Yeah.
When we go to
Warm. They are not
exactly,
warm. Se dice como si estuvieran calientes, pero se dice they
exactly,
are not warm. They are like so cold people.
exactly.
But
So
we are talking about personalities, right? I mean, and it's not their fault. It's just the culture. We are like so.
exactly.
Um, yeah, we have like the party in our blood.
Exactly. Is a really, really Latin American characteristic in people because we
Mm-hmm.
are really charming. So people in Europe are not just like this. They keep their distance, especially emotionally. So it is important that, and well, as we can know also, we have some, I don't know how to say this, stereotypes
Stereotypes. Mm-hmm.
from Canada that people is
Of perception. We have a perception. You
a
can also say
perception,
that.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
that people in Canada is really, really kind, is really charming. They are really polite. So that's one thing that I really met in real life because I talk with people who come from Canada. It's kind of hard to understand their French, but the people are really charming. Instead of, for example, people who comes to Europe, they are a little bit distant emotionally. They are really polite. They are really kind also, but they keep their distance. So I
Yeah.
think the most important difference. So could be easier for me to work in Canada because I have the option to go from north to south to change the language. So I think could be an interesting change.
Okay. How do you plan um, to practice your profession there? Like, do you want like start to travel and then work in something, and then by the end you want to be a lawyer in Canada, or you just want to go and see what happens and then take decisions?
Uh,
What are
well,
your goals? What do you have in mind?
Well, I think it's better for me if I have a work there. If I know the reason I am going there, because uh, to don't know anything and traveling so far, it's kind of it's scary. So,
Yeah.
and it is not easy because maybe when we watch some movies, we
Mm-hmm.
think, wow, it's really easy and you're going to enjoy all the travel, but it is not just like that because you don't have close to you your family, you don't have your friends, even your pets, you have to live here. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard. It is not as easy as we can watch this in movies because I did this when I was starting the university. So I changed the city. Well, I didn't have here my family or my friends. So it was here the change. It was hard to change, but it's a really great experience. Even though my family was 3 hours in bus, so it is really closer. So I think to travel to Europe or Canada is kind of hard because we have 12 hours.
Okay, Vanessa, just a little thing. You told me like your family is 3 hours away from you, that it's closer. But remember that closer is a comparative. So if I use closer, it's because I am doing this. I'm telling this is closer than this or than that. You are making a comparison. Here you are not comparing nothing. So the correct way will say something like, my parents or my family live 3 hours far away from me, that it's so close. Close, no closer. Just was a little mistake that I found in your speech. So continue, because if don't, I forget it.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, I think that well, I think I rather to watch a kind of work on internet to do there, and
Mhm.
maybe scholarship, maybe a
An
master.
activity, something that gives you some security, right?
Exactly. So, well, if I have something to do, I'm really sure that I'm going to find some people who could be my friend or who I can talk or ask for an advice or something like this to live in there. So the things are going to be easier for me if I have something to do there because I think it's going to help.
Okay. What would you like to study in that country? Like, do you want to study a master degree, or maybe do you want like change your mind and study other profession? What do you think?
I could choose a master degree, making
Mhm.
some material that could be really important in my career because I think, well, the study in that country is really, really good. The system is really good, so I had to do something like this because I have the opportunity. If I go, for make the example, but also I can learn something that I didn't do here, that don't have the opportunity here. For example, some sports, snow sports. I don't know how to explain this.
What?
Maybe deportes de invierno, deportes de nieve.
Yeah, like winter sports.
Winter sports. So I
Mhm.
can do this because here we don't have the opportunity. So this can be something like a hobby. So it is not my strong,
Yeah.
but it's going to help me to to enjoy more the activities there.
Which one, or which one do you think that will be your advantage in all this process? Like your huge advantage in this process, which one will be?
Well, my huge advantage is also uh, obviously that I can speak French and English. So,
Okay.
in Canada, if you can speak three languages, well, you have. Well, that's what my friend said. One friend who was moving to Canada is if you can speak the three language, you're going to find a job because they need lots of translators, especially for Spanish. So this is going to be really amazing for me because I can still work in those three and still I don't know learning lots of things. So I think this could be my big advantage.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Before you leave, I will please ask you that you fill this survey that is now on. I guess that you do it already.
Yes, I already did.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you the next week.
Listo. Thank you, teacher. See you. Goodbye.
Gracias a ti. Chao, que estés bien. Silvana, buenas noches, tardes, noches ya.
Hola, Gali.
How are you?
Good. Very good.
Like, how is everything going? Finally Friday.
Yes.
Okay, so let me know which country uh, did you choose for migrate and why?
Okay. I'll choose United States, especially Boston, Massachusetts, because I have family there.
Okay, that is a
Yes.
good and important thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same being alone that be with someone.
Yeah, sure. I would like to go there actually. It's my mom was there, my cousin was there. I mean, as just tourists, but it was amazing the experience that they, I mean, told us. So I would like to go.
Okay, that is great. How do you plan to survive in that country? Like first, mom, family, please support me. Or what do you have in your mind? Do you want to go and travel in something? So let me know about your ideas.
Yeah, I actually have two. One is because of one of my aunts that is also a lawyer. Have the experience. It's a Fulbright foreign students program. They also have, yeah, you can study there. They have a scholarship. Well, actually, my aunt were there with my uncle, which lives there in Boston. My other choice, I mean, option, will be work in a medical center where my aunt there work. It's about
Okay.
cancer, and actually, well, my mom was diagnosed with this illness, and her case was there. She also have a photograph in some wall of that medical center, and I would like to go there to help people there,
Okay,
even
that
if
is
I,
great.
yeah, even if I have to validate for some time. I mean, to be a lawyer or not, I would like to work there.
Okay, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you think that you need for this like invest? How
Yeah,
much money do you think that you need for do this process?
yeah, actually, it would be uh, an important budget actually, because the forms to go there, even if it's as a student, it's a little high. I
Mhm.
would say probably, to be sure and not to struggle, like will be maybe five no $3,000, just in case, like to cover everything.
Okay, that is great. So, do you think that if all works following your plan, the plan that you already get, do you think that you will go back to Peru?
To be honest, I don't know. I would like to go and maybe do the judgment of status, but not like being undocumented or illegal. Or,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I didn't. I would like to be like stigmatized like that, actually. And but also, I know that my mom will go with me because she's like, okay, I'll go with you. You're my only child, so why not? So,
Okay, that is a warranty.
yeah.
It's better. Um, how much money do you want to earn in that country? As
Mm,
a professional or as doing like a technical work or take care work? What amount of money do you have in mind?
Well, actually, it depends. If I'm studying, I wouldn't mind to like find a job that it would be maybe per month 1,000 or 2,000 maybe. But if I'm a lawyer and I have like more experience in all these cases, it will be like maybe 5,000.
Okay. Which one will be your advantage in this process? What do you think that will be like the thing that you believe that is your strong like balance in this process? What do you think that will apport to your life?
Well, I love to study. So in the case that I study there, I mean with the Fulbright program, it will be awesome because it will maybe encourage me to do a master degree or a PhD there, maybe in Harvard, because
It's
who
my
knows, why
dream.
not? Is there like why not?
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, it will be one of. I mean, academically talking, it will be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is that I've lived with my whole family here, so one part of my family is also in Boston. So I would like to
Be
experience.
supported.
Yeah, sure. Experience that the life. How would it be with them?
Nice. Do you have other options for because now like the question And all the exercise that we design, of course, is not just for going, oh, yes, I want to travel, I want to visit US. No, it's like more, I want to try to make my life there.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I know that for all these reasons, you choose US and, okay, the city, Boston.
Mhm.
But what other possibilities did you get in your mind when you start like to think about it? Which ones?
Okay. Other countries.
Yeah.
I also uh, maybe for studies, because when we were at school and we have this English class, we also have this like trade of life or something. So I put there university in Italy, in Florence.
Wow.
Yeah. So because I was studying there Italian, that's why I said okay, why not? Also, I thought in political science there. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think that will be your trouble there? Like, tell me about some bad stuff that you will get if you take that decision.
Mm, maybe I wouldn't be like close to my family, because the close that I have family in Spain that is not like us.
Yeah.
So it will be like I will be alone there. I mean, it will be,
Challenging?
yeah, challenging, because um 2 years ago I started like going out to my comfort zone. So it's like it will be challenging for me to go out there and be alone. Maybe that would be the trouble.
And what about your profession in Italy? What do you have in mind? I mean, in both cases, do you have in mind like first start with something and then becoming a lawyer in that country?
Yeah.
Do you think that in which one will be easier? In maybe in US because of your family, of your aunt, or maybe you do some research?
Mm, I think in the US actually I have like I'm more related with the way they work. It works.
Yeah. And what to tell you your aunt, like
Yeah,
about her experience, and how do you appreciate that experience in your life?
yeah, actually it was very interesting, because she was part of a law room here, one of the most, I mean, prestigious here in Lima. And she studied there for a year, and then when she came back, she started being a partner. So it was incredible for her. She has like maybe more money because now she has a daughter. um I don't know, I can see that she repays, I mean, all the effort that her family did for her. So it's like I want to do the same. So if I have an opportunity, of course I will take it.
Do you see her or do you saw her as an inspiration?
Yeah,
Feels
definitely.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
nice. And what happened if the things don't work? Doesn't work?
Yeah, that's why I have always like two options. As you can see,
Okay,
I have two options, maybe this. Yeah,
okay. So what is the plan B if that travel doesn't work?
in the United States, well, maybe I'll
You will
stay
go
here.
back and try to find job in Lima.
Yeah, maybe here, maybe have more experience here, have more studies here, and then like try again with more experience, more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice. And why you didn't choose Brazil if you also speak Portuguese?
yeah.
Why did you like forget that possibility, or you maybe didn't take it in count?
Actually, I don't know. Just say okay, United States and Italy, but maybe Brazil will be an option. I will say, mm, I don't know how is the life. I know it's a little expensive to be there, so
Mhm.
maybe to take a decision of uh, go to Brazil and work as a lawyer, it will be like I will need to look for more information to say, okay, Brazil is an option. I actually don't know how it works there,
Mhm.
but if I see that everything is okay, that I have opportunities there, so why not?
Okay, that is great. Do you have some judicial records?
No, I've never been. I've never in trouble. I'm an angel.
Okay. And if you have to support, because I know how this process with, especially with US works, right? You need to support a huge amount of money for
Yeah,
apply, especially if you want to try to do your papers, the process is different and you'd
yeah,
have to pay for, just for the application. They don't
yeah.
will,
And
that
the
only is like the
forms, yeah.
success.
Uh-huh.
So, how much money do you think that will be necessary to prove them that you have the money to live there without your family? Or do you maybe do some research about the requirements that they need? Maybe a letter from the family that you have there, like an invitation letter that works?
Yeah,
Or do you figure out maybe some questions that they do in the
yeah.
interview? Or not really?
Um, yes, I look for that information, but also asked my family like a long time ago.
Mhm.
Um, they believe that if they give you the invitation, is easier, even if I mean I'm not like the daughter or for the,
Mhm.
of them, like I'm the cousin. No, well, the niece. But I think it will be easier if they are there. They have all the experience there, and yeah, I think it will be easier because of them. Mhm.
Okay. How much do you think that you will have to prove them?
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, in that interview, they have a lot of questions. I mean, they choose which one, right? So maybe
Yeah.
because I'm single, because I am a child, because my mom also has a visa, so it'll be like easier for to prove that I'm compromised to live there and be a good, I mean, citizen in the way that I'm gonna live there. I'm gonna be part of the society, not actually a citizen.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you think that will or that maybe can change the result of all this process? Like which aspects do you think that maybe can make them doubt about give you the green card or give you a residence and not? What do you think that you have against you?
That I have against me. I don't know. I've never had like you said a judicial trouble or
Yeah.
maybe when I drive I have all like I'm very alert in everything, so I try to be the most calm person in the world.
Ah.
Did I have did I have a problem like that in the future?
Okay.
So I
Okay,
don't I don't
great.
think I don't think I will have like that kind of trouble or conflict.
Troubles.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing your plans with me. And I
Thank
will see
you.
you the next week on lessons. Thank you so
Sure.
much. Have
Thank
a nice
you.
weekend.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Karen, hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
How are you? How is everything going? I see you
It's
so different with
Going
your
good.
hair.
but
You have
it's
a different
tricky.
look. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
good, man.
thank you. But it's because a few hours ago I did a mask with so I'm waiting to doing effect.
How did you prepare your
So
mask?
right now it
Which ingredients?
No, no, it is a industrial mask. It's a
Ah,
bottle, but
okay,
the
okay.
ingredients are natural. They say they are natural, but I don't know. They
Okay,
have, I don't know, papaya, but yes.
okay. Okay, so let me know which country did you choose for migrate and why?
Okay, I choose UK, in fact, Bristol, because they have a there is Cedar University of Bristol,
Mm-hmm.
and they have an LLM program to study many law
Mm-hmm.
specialties,
Specialties or
or
postgrades?
special law programs, postgrades.
Okay.
Yeah, so I choose that because they have a program in intellectual property that I like so much.
Mm-hmm.
And to so, how do you say solicitor? Solicitor.
To do
I don't
a
know.
request. Request.
Um, require request. Okay, to
Uh-huh.
request
I need I want to request
the
for a
visa.
scholarship.
Well, right now I'm requesting. Okay, right now I
The
want to
visa.
request for
You
a
can
scholarship,
say
and it,
sorry. You can
yeah,
say this.
okay. In order of that,
Ask
yeah,
for visa. Como preguntar por visa.
ask
Ask for
for a
visa.
visa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
O for a
yeah.
visa.
So
Okay.
I choose that because they have a so much. I would like to ask for a visa to doing my university studies in Bristol. And in order to get a scholarship, because one of the requirements that the university have are to get a temporal visa to study in UK.
Okay.
So are so colleague.
Colleague.
Okay,
Colleague.
right
Un
now in
colega.
requirements.
¿Qué quieres
Okay,
decir?
no, they are related. They are the okay. Okay, both requirements from the university and the visa are related because I read
Okay.
about the temporal visa to study requires to have an official offer to study in the university. Okay, right now and yeah, or certificates that we are that I am doing the process to get a visa. So
Okay.
it's that's the relationship between both. So I was okay. I did a research about how I could the requires to have an offer at the university in Bristol, and I found that I three options to stay renting an apartment. My budget right now, no, uh, 12 $12,000. Yeah. For
Like your
that,
savings
and
for
I
all the
have to
process.
appoint. Yeah, my yeah, exactly. And my I have to appoint that my in my work they gave me the opportunity to doing home office, home work.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So during my study, I don't know, during my studies, I would have the opportunity to earn um
Some money.
or have a salary and get incomes. Yeah.
Okay. So that will
So
be your income, like your main income, tu principal fuente de ingresos,
yeah, that will
like
be
your
my
work.
my work. Yeah, exactly. And that's I have no family in UK, but I think I have I have other clues that could give you the chance to constat that I'm not doing this process to migrate illegally to UK. For example, right now I have a USA visa, and many years ago I had an European visa to study some courses that was expired, but this is that talks about me, that I'm not a
Ah,
person that I
nice.
will migrate illegally. And
Okay.
right, and my interest is just to study and return to my country to use my new knowledge acquired in my work. That's it.
Okay, so Karen, this is so important because remember that all this migration process is for try to as much as you can with all the possibilities that you have. Try to live there. It's not just for go and study and go back, but also give me an answer about your wishes. So you know that you want like to use other opportunities, but always go back to Costa Rica, right? That are
Yeah,
your wish. So you want to live in Costa Rica. Always.
yeah,
You want to live temporarily in other countries, but always like do your bases in Costa Rica.
yeah. That's my wish.
Okay, that is great. You know that we all think completely different.
Mhm.
So tell me, mm, tell me, how do you believe that you will do that? Like when and how? Because
Okay.
sounds like a plan, you know?
Do you mean time?
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah.
how?
Like in when you want to plan
Okay.
that? Because
I
we always talk about it. So I
okay,
want
okay.
to know.
Yeah, I think I could take these courses, LNM courses, in this scholar period that starts in September 2021 and ends to September, no, July 2022. Yeah, it's
Okay,
from it's 1 year because it's a full-time program. Yeah.
okay, that is great. How much time do you think that will cost you to have the money that you will invest back? Because you are
Uh,
telling me that you want to invest like 12,000. So how much time do you think that you will have that money back?
okay,
Like
in my
because it's an invest. So when you will have that money back?
okay, I hope to get an scholarship to have an aid from university, but I think
Mm-hmm.
I could return or get back the investment around 2 years. Um, taking from reference um the economical index in Costa Rica. Yeah, I think.
Okay. Okay, Karin, you let me know about all the advantage that you get, like that you have some visas, some passports, you have like a record. But tell me honestly, what do you think that are the worst troubles that you can see in this process? What do you think that can go wrong?
Um, I think I don't know. I don't have criminal records, and I have
Yeah.
studies that, so in that way I think I have good records, but I don't know how could be wrong. Maybe if I don't get the scholarship, could be going wrong because they could think that I can't afford everything, the rent, the studies, and everything. So
The food,
yeah, exactly,
material.
exactly, because studying in UK it's very expensive.
So expensive.
So very expensive. So I think that could be an obstacle,
Yeah.
but just but it's just in order of the economical afford that I have.
How do you plan apply for that scholarship? What is your plan A, B, C? How do you want to do it?
Okay,
You want to
it's
demonstrate
interesting.
that what? What do you want to show them?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting because in this scholarship allows to apply for three universities, not just one. So you could apply for three universities in UK. This scholarship is open every year for fellowship and master degree programs. So it's interesting because they have that opportunity to apply for three study centers. But if my personal interest or academic interest is because we have not a lot professional prepared in the intellectual property area. And actually, in my job, I have a lot of cases of intellectual property. So it's very difficult to attend a trial without having a basis and knowledge about that. Actually, I would like to study that for being better in my work. So I think,
Okay.
and in the case that I work not for the state, instead work private. I don't know if that's but by my own.
Like
It
in
will be
private sector.
a private sector. So it will be an advantage for me because I will be specialized in an area that is not
So many
a lot.
people got it.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. And we will imagine that you are applying for that scholarship. Why choose you? And why didn't choose other person? What do you think
In
that
this,
is your advantage? Like, um,
okay.
how do you want to demonstrate that they have to choose you?
Okay, the first I think I have records that I have course programs in other universities abroad to Costa Rica. So I
Mhm.
think that will be a exhibit that I have. I'm committed with the studies, and I don't will giving up to the program. That's the first one. And the second that
Okay.
since I got my law degree in Costa Rica, I have taken a lot of courses, and that allows me to demonstrate that I have interest in keep studying and preparing myself to 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 be um um to be better in my work.
Okay. Thank you. So professional that all these questions and answers. Okay. So Karen, before you leave the conversation, I will please ask you that you build the survey, and then I will
I
see you
feel
the
it
next.
already.
You do it? Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like anonymous, and I cannot see who do it and who don't.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you the next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Take care
Have
of
a
your
nice.
hair. I really like it.
Yeah, I have to ironing. I don't know if that's the the word, but I'm planning that.
Okay. So have a
Bye.
good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Are you taking vacations?
Little bit.
Looks like. Don't make me feel jealous. Come on. Okay. So, do you think about your future plans? What do you have in mind for take the decision to migrate to other country? And which one did you choose?
Okay. Um, it started about, I think, 4 years ago. Um, I was checking Facebook, and then it came like an advertisement of an university at the United States. The name of the university is Silicon Valley Law School. It is located in Los Angeles. So I started checking all of the requirements. I request all the information from the university, and well, I kept it with me. I
Okay.
was checking the visa requirements, and well, the visa that I have is the regular visa, but the one that should be include is an study visa. The category is F1. Basically, the fee for the visa is the same, $160 for the interview. And I was checking that there are some scholarships that I can apply for, because there is a women commission in where I am kind of eligible. So basically, well, the regular visa that I have is not valid for what I'm looking for, because the government was establishing if you study at the United States during more or 18 hours per week, there should be assigned a special category. There is a special form that you should fill out, and you can, when you're going for the interview, you should bring with you proof that you are coming for studying at an
Okay.
university.
And they let you work or not?
No, you're not
Just
allowed to
study.
work, just for
Okay.
studying.
So how much money do you have in mind for that invest?
It's about $20,000. What is
And
required?
how long? How
1
long
year.
is the course or the okay,
1 year, but
okay.
there are some classes that you can take. Some of them are online classes, but you should go at least twice. I think it's in the week number 6 that you should go and stay there during 3 weeks, and then at the end of the process, you should go and
Again.
and present your files and everything. Um, they require a TOEFL test and a TOEIC test. So all of the requirements should be met before you schedule your appointment at the embassy. And let's see,
Okay.
it is for
Do you have
litigation.
some? Sorry. Continue.
The
I
major
will repeat my
degree is
question.
for immigration. No, it's not immigration. Oral litigation. And
Okay.
they provide you with a scholar degree in where you're authorized to litigate in Latin America and United States. But the
No,
program
that
is
is
in
great.
English. Yes, but it's
Okay.
expensive.
Yeah, I said. So you know that my plan with these activities that you try to imagine and other possibilities about do them all the process, all the migration process, like to go and live and try to do your life there. But now the answer that you gave me is something like, yes, I want to go to study and then see what happens. Is if everything goes like well, you will stay there. But if everything goes wrong, do you want to go back, or what do you have in your mind?
Okay. Um, when you're applying for a scholarship, and there is like, if you're applying for a scholarship, they provide you up to $16,000, but there is a specific thing that says that you should prove that you're going back to your country and you're not staying to work at
Okay,
this
wait, 6,000 or 600
$6,000
per what?
$6,000.
For all the year or for a month?
No, during the time that you are studying there. So
Okay.
you can divide the profit and you can establish a profit to stay there. But it's
Okay.
important because you're not allowed to work inside of the United States. But since we own a company in Costa Rica, that's an option for us, because in the meantime that I'm there, I can continue assisting my customers via Zoom or Skype, and then
Yes.
the business can move forward in Costa Rica.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan because it's like a reserve. You can continue having an income depending of the way that you spend working in your own company. So that sounds like more logical. But what happens if they figure out that you are so good in your course and they make you a work proposal? What decision do you have that you should take?
Well, if there is a job opportunity, then I should quit for the scholarship. That's the first part.
No,
And
no,
I
no.
think that
Imagine that you finish the scholarship, you finish all the study, and then they make you the proposal for work there. You will change your life in Costa Rica for that?
if I see that there is
Hmm.
an opportunity to stay, I can stay there. And since what we're working is in immigration law, that's a huge opportunity for us as a company, and for me, it's a huge opportunity, because one thing that we cannot do currently in Costa Rica is document procurement.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were not in the middle of a pandemic, our plans is to, well, I should go to the States and check how is the process obtaining an apostille and how to obtain documents, because we know that there are companies that are service providers, but then you should put a credit card when you are requesting documents. And well, when I was discussing this with Jasmine, I told her this is not something that we're going to do or something that we're going to invest in if we don't know how is the process. And if we're
Of course.
not able to check how is it going, we're not going to be able to figure it out if it is expensive or not, or if this is something that we can do. So
Okay.
that's a huge opportunity for us.
Okay, always so rational. um, if you are working there, and how much money do you want to earn that supports all the investment that are you doing, like studying? How much money that do you think that will be the minimum for work there? The minimum per month?
Per month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. I don't want to think in a higher amount, but I think because I think like let's see. Hmm. I think with 5,000 it would be good for us and for me, because I can assign an amount of that profit. Well, with the profit of $5,000, I would be able to pay for a place to live and to have my expenses considered, and I can save and like a 20% of that income to return it to the money that I invest in going for studying and everything. So all of the expenses and my income would be good or great, because if I consider my salary here in Costa Rica and I compare it to living at another place, I think 5,000 would be a lot, but
Yeah,
it would be a considerable amount that I can
of money.
think and
Okay.
have.
Have you some judicial record or some administrative record related with your life or with your profession in Costa Rica?
Have I been an administrative
Record?
process? Or
Yeah. Or judicial record, como si tienes antecedentes administrativos o judiciales.
¿Me puede repetir? No entendí. Disculpe.
Que si tienes algunos antecedentes en Costa Rica, antecedentes judiciales, penales, administrativos,
¿De
has
trabajo
estado.
o que si he
Sí, no,
estado
de
en alguna
vida,
audiencia?
no, como de tu vida personal, como has estado en problemada, decimos en Colombia.
No.
Nada. Okay, we will go back to our conversation in English. So you didn't have a judicial record.
No.
No, do you think that if they, because and especially in US, they have like complete control about your information. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that something can go wrong in the process that you are playing? You know what I mean? Do you think that maybe with all your work, something can happen, something against your, I don't know, your professional card, that some document that you take, do you have some risk? That is my question. ¿Tienes algún riesgo en ese proceso de aplicación o estás completamente limpia?
No, I'm clean, but I know
Yeah.
that I'm clean. But one of my family members, her name is like common, is really common. So when she went last
Yeah.
time for vacations, uh, the FBI took her and they thought she was the lady they were looking for. So it became a nightmare for her. But I don't think my name is common enough, or I have been in trouble here, so but we know there's something that can happen. Even if you're clean, something can happen, because if you're at the airport and you look suspicious and your behavior is not like the one that they desire to be, um, they kind of start investigating, or trying to find something that. But if you're clean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. Let me know, like, do you want to present a TOEFL test for apply to that? Like, do you have some dates in your mind for do that?
I don't have a date in my mind, but this is something I want to do. Even if I'm not going to a study at another place, this is something I think I should do to be complete.
Okay, do you
Mhm.
have some deadline?
I think at the end of this year, this is something that I should accomplish
Okay.
here. Mhm.
Okay, that is so great. Perfect.
Mhm.
I guess that is done. And let me know, how do you feel with all the content that we are seeing until now? I want to know your opinion. And after that, you are free for continue enjoying your vacations.
The only thing that I would like, well, to have is, because I love reading, and I love
Mhm.
being prepared to what we're going to see on next class. I
Mhm.
think that's the only thing, because if I can know what we're going to review, then if there is something that I don't understand, I can get prepared, or I can find information online, so I can feel more comfortable.
Okay.
But this is like a part of me, because at the beginning I was asking if there is a book or something that we can receive in advantage to get prepared, but this
Yeah.
is not because something has been wrong.
Yeah. Perfect. It's your personality. Maybe we can try to put some of these articles stuff in our speaking calls, and then I can supply that requirements. Okay, Francela, before you leave, please, I will ask that you fill the
Oh.
survey that is now online.
Mhm. Did you receive it?
Perfect. Yeah, I
Yes.
got it. Yes, perfect. And I will see you the next week.
Thank you. See
Thanks to
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, I am here.
Hello, teacher.
Sorry, are you working right now? Because I see your face mask.
Yeah, actually, I come to the city right now.
Okay, sorry. So
I was
please, I will to
road.
ask you,
Yeah.
right? I need to please ask you if you take time for analyze your migration plan.
Yeah, I think a little bit about it. I think a good
So
idea.
let me know what do you have in mind.
I think a good
Tell
idea
me.
could be living in Japan.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who talk English, and there are a lot of opportunities to start business.
Okay. And do you think that you can take the decision to go there and start again and never go back to your country?
No, like never come back, but maybe be there for 5 years or more.
And then what?
And
Go
then
back
come
and work here or going and back?
I think come back to Bolivia, or
Okay.
if they are some other opportunities, take that opportunities.
Nice. How do you plan to survive in that country?
Yeah, in this hypothetical situation, I am a great musician, so I am there for the industry of the music. Actually, that is interesting. I don't know if you notice that, realize that a lot of artists sell their albums with special versions to Japan. That's because in Japan are a really big industry for consumers, even if it is a little island.
So do you want to kind of leave your lawyer's plans in Bolivia? You want like to restart a new life, right? Because this is the thing that I checked from your speech.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not thinking a lot about it.
Have you some relatives or family or friends there?
No, anybody?
Anybody? So do you feel quite
Anybody?
afraid for do that?
But I'm interested in that country, and I think I can try to survive alone for my own reasons.
Okay, that is great. Please, Rafael, let me know how much money you are like open to invest in this project.
Uh,
Do you figure out some prices?
you know, I really don't know that in this, like I say, in this hypothetical situation, I'm in Japan like a musician.
Right?
So when you sell your music, sometimes you you have a lot of earns, or sometimes you don't have so much. So it's difficult try to calculate that.
Yeah, but I remember that I'm talking about investments, como la inversión.
But I really don't know how much money I need for
So
that.
you didn't try to figure out some the cost of the flights and the cost of living per month there.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how much costs even the flight. So I'm really lost in these
Okay.
topics to travel other places their and the money that you need for that.
Okay. Mm, what would you like to study in that country? Or just trying to so do you want to try with your musical experience, or do you want to try to study some musician career or some
Yeah, I prefer to do a career and there if I have time and money, obviously uh, I will try to I don't know study composition and orchestration. I think that's the word. Os- Orchestration, orchestration. I think,
orchestra
yeah.
or
But
like to be part of
orchestration,
yeah to be part of an orchestra, right? To
yeah.
belong to some group bigger that can like give you an space on it with an instrument, of course, or maybe singing. Which one will be your instrument?
More than to place to composite. Yeah, when you study
Okay, you want to work like
orchestration,
composition.
yeah, when you study orchestration, you you learn how to work with all the instruments in the moment when you are composite. So that's the reason
So you want
I
to
made.
study music?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I am a musician, but I really don't this institution who try to sell you the idea that you really need to study music. But I don't know, maybe give them an opportunity.
What about the language?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people talk English in Japan, I know. But if I'm there, I can uh, I can use some time to learn Japanese. It could be interested.
Do you want to apply for a fellowship or a scholarship? Can you listen at me?
Cortada.
Tell me. I'm so close to the router. Tell me.
You said,
Like if you want to apply for an scholarship.
if you want.
You know what means scholarship? Like
I
beca.
don't.
Beca.
Yeah, yeah. I forget that. Yeah, if I have a scholarship, I really appreciate and take the opportunity to
Beca.
travel, learn.
I don't know if you know what I mean with this. Like in the chat, check your chat. Have you a deadline? Do you know what means that?
Give me a second. I try to remember. I know it. It's like the time you know.
Yeah, it's related with time. But
Yeah,
which means? With what means?
it's like the maximum
Mm-hmm.
max time that you are give it for something, I think.
Yeah, it's like the limit period of time that you
Yeah.
get for your goal or for make your goal happens, right?
I
What
think
is
it's between 5 and 10 years. It depends on the if all the I don't know. Maybe I am like a want? No, I don't remember. Vagabundo, like a
homeless?
homeless. Yeah, that's a. I obviously needs to. I obviously will need to come back to Bolivia.
Yeah. Do you think that it's a radical change of your life? Like if you want to become a musician, why now are you thinking on that and not by the end of your lawyer career? What makes you change your mind?
Yeah. Well, I never traveled to other country. That's a reason that I think travel to living to the country could change all my mind and all my reasons.
Okay.
But apart from Laos, music is something that I love, so it's part of my life. I really don't imagine it as split me between just for Lao or just for music.
Okay, that is great and it's a good position. What do you think that is your huge advantage in that application process?
Um, no, uh, I talk English is a reason. Um, I, I think that's all. Maybe if
Okay.
I had worked career in other country like Bolivia, could be a reason to be more accepted in Japan if I have
Okay.
this fame.
And do you think that you want to do like some Bolivian music?
No,
What genre?
uh, eh, Bolivian music are very good, but I don't imagine myself um, playing traditional Bolivian music. It's something like a cliche, and I really don't want it.
Okay, can you please, before you leave, thank you so much for sharing your plans. And of course, that we all want different things. So it's really available to listen other stories. But I please ask you that before you leave, you please fill the survey. Now it's open.
Mm, yeah, it's up. Give me a
Yes.
second.
And yeah, have a good weekend, a
I'm
nice weekend rest. And I will see you then next week.
Yeah, I was in road for 6 years. I need to sleep in this moment.
Yeah, no worries. Rest.
Yeah,
Okay, bye
need to.
bye. Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Laura, sorry that I
Hey,
arrived a little bit late, but I need
it's okay.
to make all the time correctly. So how are you?
Fine, you?
Yes, everything is fine. Ready for your weekend?
Ah, yeah, yeah, more than ever. I'm super tired. I don't know why.
Okay. So I want to listen about your plans. What do you have in mind? Or which country did you choose for me migrate and why? And then after that, I will start to do some questions as always.
Okay, cool. So I thought I would choose the United States, mainly because of the language that I think could be something that could give me an advantage if I make it a little more, if I make it better, if I learn it in the technical part that I was telling you before. So I chose the United States. And when I searched for the living expenses in that country, I imagined it was going to be a lot, but I told myself this is not going to happen unless I go with a scholarship. So I used to search for scholarships a lot before, and I always had this idea that I had to go abroad and study to make a better life and to make a better career. So I did that, and I chose the Fulbright scholarship that I can take with a master's degree. Um, that yeah, I could apply for that. I don't think I will do it like very soon. I want to do it first in Bolivia. I want to take a master's degree and maybe a lot of different courses before I do that. So I chose that, and yeah, this scholarship is covering like a book. It has like 2 book bonuses. I don't know if that's the correct term, and the university pays for the whole scholarship. Like you don't have to pay. I think it's like $80,000 if you don't have a scholarship, like the charges that the university makes.
Almost
So
nothing.
that would, huh? Sorry?
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing. Exactly. So I said to myself, if I go to the US, if I have the chance someday, it would have to be with a scholarship, and they require like excellence and everything. So I'm gonna be very honest, I wasn't an excellent student when I was in college in here. I could have been. I was like a semester I had like a scholarship because of excellence, but I didn't keep it up that way. I'm a little bit lazy. I'm not gonna lie in that place. Right now, I'm regretting a lot that I didn't take maximum effort when I was studying. I wish I did. I would have better opportunities right now, but that is over, and now I have to look forward. So I think I would focus on having a good career, having a master's degree, maybe, hopefully, and then with in a couple of years I could apply to one of the scholarships. So if it works, I would go like for 2 years, I think, and it would be amazing. And regarding the living expenses, I would have to be like having $2,000 a month, I think, if I want to live like kind of good.
Okay. I have like a question for you because you know that this plan was like talk about migration decisions.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
just for try to go there in 2 years and see what happens. So
Yeah.
if you have in mind that you will go and maybe never go back to your country to do your career here, so the idea is like go and try to never go back. United States continue being your first option?
No, I wouldn't live there. I don't think I would live any other place than this. I really like living here. This is my home, and I have like
your
the
basis.
intention of, yeah, this is like I want to make a family here if it is possible, if it happens. It is very hard for me, this kind of exercises. I love them because I sit and think, okay, what am I going to do? And that's a good thing, I will always say. But I kind of live in that style that let's see what happens. So it's a little bit complicated from that side.
And what do you think that is your enrichment here to Bolivia?
My what?
Enrichment?
I'm sorry, I don't know that word.
Como tu base, tu apego, tu arraigo?
Oh, I think it's my family, definitely. My family, and the fact that I like living here. I think it's not very expensive. It's comfortable. I already know the place. It's my home. I haven't lived anywhere, not even in another city here in Bolivia. So I am pretty attached to it. It's a little bit hard to think about making a home anywhere else, but I don't shut down to that idea. either even if it's for a job or if I get married with anyone that it's from other place. Like I say, it's always let's see what happens. But I am aware that this is a kind of hard scholarship to get. So if that didn't work out, I would go to a place, to a country that is a little bit nearer here, like
Okay.
Argentina, or I love Uruguay too. So I
To
was
study.
kind of checking. Yeah, I was kind of checking the possibilities in Argentina. I love this place, Universidad Austral. It's
Mhm.
great in law. And I'm always checking that to see if they have online courses and stuff. So I searched for scholarships in a master's
Because that
degree.
is for free.
Yeah, so it's great. That would be, I had to present an essay, and if I get picked, I would have the chance to have a master's degree, to take the master's degree, and I would only have to watch for my living expenses. That, as you
Okay.
know, it's not quite expensive there.
I have a
So that would
question
be
there because maybe you look more information than me. But I
okay.
understand, or as I understood, all this process in Argentina is like you have your like your profession, like your degree for free.
Uh-huh.
But then if you want to become like to do like some post graduations or masters or PhD or whatever, it's
Uh-huh.
expensive, same as other first world universities, right?
Yeah, it is expensive. I checked it. It was kind of like, I pointed it here, like $20,000 the master's degree,
Yeah.
like the 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. But I will always aim for a scholarship. That is my
Right.
plan. If I can
Okay.
do it, it's amazing. If I can't, I hope that I can save as much money as I can to have the chance to study abroad, because I think that is a great opportunity and that everyone should do it. But I'm a realistic person, so I know that that's not a possibility right now, and it's not going to be a possibility either anytime soon. Maybe later, maybe when I have more money. But now, now it's not a
Okay.
chance.
Okay, that is interesting to listen.
Yeah.
Where are going? Where are you going to live? Right? In if you live in US, in which city? And if you live in Argentina, where is located the Austral University? Because I don't have any idea.
Okay. If I was going to study in the U.S., I would love to live in New York.
Okay.
Mainly because of what I've seen in the movies and in TV series, but I know that it's one of the most expensive cities ever. I know that if you want to live there, you have to settle for a place like this size, and you have to pay like $2,000 rent. So probably Brooklyn, or someplace that is a little more cheap, that is cheaper. And regarding Argentina, I would love to. No, I wouldn't love to. I would have to, because the one of the places where our Austral University is Rosario.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember the other branch they have, the other office, but one is Rosario, so I would have to live there, close.
Okay.
That is another thing that I would have to think about. And
And you
if it
never
does,
think about other universities like
yeah,
La
I searched.
Plata, La Pampa.
I didn't look for any of those today, but yeah, I'm aware that the education there is good. Another one that I love is in Peru, la Pontificia Universidad Católica.
Mm-hmm.
Sí. I would love to study there too, because I know it's growing, and that could be maybe a little bit more possible. But
Okay.
if that doesn't work out, if I don't get the chance to study anywhere that is not here, maybe I would have to aim for going there because of my work. Like if I work for a firm that has another branch in another Latin American country, maybe I could live there for a couple of years. That would be cool too. I would love that.
That sounds like a good plan. I want to
Yeah.
know if you now how is the process for apply for visa? You do some research about it? Or which visa
No,
do you
I
want?
was
If it's in US and also if it's in Latin American, some country, Peru or Argentina.
honestly, I didn't look for it today. I should have. I was kind of happy a couple of months ago when I was working for the government, because I know that when you are working for the government, it's a lot more easy to get a visa to go to the United States. And I had that intention while I was working there, because I knew it was going to be easy, but I didn't apply for it. So that's
Okay.
just something else that is dismissed. But I think I'm not sure how the procedure is, to be
Okay.
honest.
Laura, which is, or what do you think that which one will be your advantage in that process? Because you let me know that, yeah, you don't have like an excellent record, whatever, but also we have some advantage in our curriculums that can help us to, make our dreams true.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah.
think? Like, imagine and let me know, what do you think that will be your advantage in this selections process? Why you and why not other people?
Sorry, I lost you there. Why what?
Um,
Just the last
why
part you
you?
said.
Yeah, like
Okay.
which one is your
Wow.
like advantage?
Mm, I don't know if it's one. I think that probably would be a number of things. I
Mm-hmm.
plan on getting better and better in every way, like like every day. That is one of my
Mm-hmm.
things that I care about. So I know I would be a different person from 2 years from now. So I know that I will be more committed to my work, and I think I can be a good leader too. I'm good with people. Yeah, that would be like the love for my job, the hunger to grow and to help people too. That is important to me, and I think that in order to have a good career, you have to, if it is possible, get to know people from all over the world and realities all over the world. So I'm aware of that, and I think that it's very important to be humble and to know the situation of people and knowing how to put yourself in a different place, in the place of other people too.
Oh, that is a really nice answer. I will give you the scholarship.
So sweet.
Okay. Okay, I please ask you that you fill the survey that is
Okay.
now online. I need that you do it before you leave. And I will see you the next week.
Okay, it's
Laura, I
done.
will see
Thank
you.
you. Have a
Thanks
good
to you.
weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Yeah,
Bye.
you too. Bye-bye. Daisy,
No.
how are you? I need please ask you that you give me a second. I will go for a drink because I am so thirsty and I go back in a minute.
Okay.
Hello? Yes.
Hi.
Thank you. I am here again. Okay, so please, Daisy, let me know which country did you choose for do a migration process?
I chose Canada
Why? Tell me everything.
because I love Canada since I don't know, I don't remember, because I think it's a country with less contamination. Um, it's a beautiful country with beautiful places with beautiful places for living or visiting.
and I think it is a quiet country where I can develop myself in a better person.
Okay, that sounds so sweet. Let me know, how do you want, okay, the first thing is like, you keep in mind that all the migration process is try to always live there, right? To get your residence or your papers there for work and live legally, right? So what do you think that is all the steps that you need to take for achieve that goal? And let me know if you do maybe some research about it.
Yes, well, actually, I don't know, 2 years ago, I was looking for a scholarship to go for Vancouver, but I can't get it because I know I was so little yet, so I I don't know, I was afraid. But now maybe when I finish my career here in El Salvador, I would like to get a scholarship in a master in the Dickinson University of Dickinson in Canada in Vancouver, and I would like to get a, it's not a visa, basically it's a study permission that yes, it's a study permission that permits me,
Allows,
makes me
allows,
allow
allows,
me
allows
allow
me.
me to be more than 6 months there in the country, because all the visas, I mean student visas, work visas, just permit 6 months, no more. But this
Allows me.
study allows me. But this study permission allow me to be there more than 6 months. I mean, if my master um, is is about 3 years, the permission allows me to be there the 3 years, and the better is that I can work. This permission allows me to
Wait, okay,
work
okay,
in.
okay. Stop. The best thing, not the better, sino porque the better is like more comparison, something. But the best thing will sound so much better. The best thing is, and then you continue your speech.
Okay, so the best things of this permission is that I can work in the country in my free time, but just 20 hours per week. But if I am in vacation, I mean, if I finish my first year of studying and I am in vacation, I can work for even 40 hours per week. So this permits allows me to get money to have a better life in the country.
Right. And you looking for some scholarships or fellowships, or do you want to study and work, and with the work pay your studies?
Well, the scholarship that I was looking for the last time allows me study and working, but I mean it was a scholarship, but I have to pay $10,000 because it wasn't a complete scholarship. So I needed $10,000 to travel for my first years living in the university, paying my food, my bedroom, and many things. But like the permission allows me to work, I can get money there for pay this for the rest of the years.
Okay, perfect. So I can see that you have a plan in your mind right now, no? So
Yeah.
I want to know if you have some relatives, family.
No, that's one of the problems. I don't
there.
have I don't have anyone there. I mean, in Canada, no, and in United States, yes, but I don't like the idea to study in United States. I mean, I prefer Canada.
Why?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I just like Canada more than United States.
Because you study more that country.
Yeah, it can be also
You get more
because
related.
yeah, also because in Canada you can speak English, and I think it's a good opportunity to learn French because in many areas of Canada people just speak French. So if I live with there, I can learn a new language.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So I need to ask you also, if you like to study because you want to study like a master degree or something so academic with your career. In some of your plans, maybe sometimes you think about change your career, like study other thing, or not really?
I don't know. Maybe I really like the part of psychology, but the psychology that study the crimes, the criminal, the people who makes the crime, who do the crime. So this part of psychology, I like it. So maybe study um not a degree of psychology, but maybe a I don't know how to say it, doctor. No, I don't know, but it's not a degree and it's not a master. It's like a, a course, a curso of
A course?
a course. It's just a course. It's not a master or degree.
Nice. Tell me, what do you think that is the huge advantage that you get in this time for apply for this visa to Canada?
The best of the hash advantage for now for me.
Yes.
Maybe because now I can speak English and is one of the requirements to get this permission to know English and to speak English. Also because I don't have a criminal record, and I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe then I can get one. I don't know, but now I don't have one. And
What do
yeah,
you think that can be your criminal record? What do you think that will be some issue that you can do?
I don't know, maybe stole some library. I like I like too much the book, so maybe it's whole library. Or maybe I don't know, fight with someone in the street. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, that is great. How much money do you think that you have to invest in all your migration process?
Of money.
Yeah, like in
Yeah,
total, because you give me
actually,
some numbers, but never you didn't tell me about flights and about some rent and food. You maybe check prices because you can find this kind of information online.
yes. The also the university, the Dickinson University has an option that if you want, you can live at the university,
Mhm.
but your your I I don't know, my rent, my colegiatura, it's more than the normal. So if I pay, I don't know, 3,000 per month, I will, if I live in the at university, I will pay 5,000 per the month. So maybe for the 3 years, I will need, I don't know, well, the American dollar, here in the country, we use American dollars, but in Canada, it's more expensive, the dollar. So if I'm talking about money of here, I will need $10,000. But if it's in the Canadian dollars, I will spend like $12,600.
Okay.
So yeah, because I don't, I don't.
Monthly, right? Per month.
Yes, yes. I don't know. I don't want to pay. I mean, I don't want to have all the money for the all years. I think that I will work for pay some years.
Okay. And tell me, which country, which city do you have in mind? If you go to Canada, where do you want to live? In which city you saw some pictures or maybe some videos, because now you know that with internet we can easily find experiences from travelers or from people that go to work to study to other countries, and then they upload videos or articles online, and you can realize some experience that is more near to you. Maybe do you
Yeah,
find
I
that
would.
or not?
Yeah, I would. Well, not so well, but I Vancouver. I mean, I choose a University of Vancouver because I like this area because it's like the most I don't know, has many things like commercial clothes, has I don't know, a forest clothes. I think it's one of the most quiet cities in the country, or maybe Toronto, with
Okay,
both.
Toronto, Canada. I listen a lot of good reference in that word. I listen too much about it. Okay. Um, for finish, I want to know which which advantage do you feel that you get in this process?
In which process to get the
Like
visa, or
to get all the migration papers done.
because I mean, in some countries, for apply for one job, for one job in a international company, they consider that you have um, a good reference of study. I mean, if you study in a good university, you have a good education, so you will be a good worker, or I don't know. And I think starting a degree in other country opens you many doors that, I mean, in my country at least, if I want to work in my country, I have more opportunities if I do a degree or a master degree in another country in foreign, or that if I do here in the country.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. So thank you so much for sharing with me your plans. I want that please you fill the survey that now is open. Necesito que por favor
Okay,
llenes la
I
encuesta.
did it.
Listo?
Yeah,
Perfect. And I will see you the next week. Thank you so much for your time.
bye.
Bye. Gabriela,
Hi, Ali.
buenas
How are
noches. ¿Cómo estás? How are you?
you? So, direct today I have 4 audiencias. I don't know.
For trials.
Yes.
And what do you have to do? What is your job?
Roger is do a report.
Mhm.
It's for learn, but do a report is more. It's necessary to pay attention a lot
Okay, but are you working for a law firm or for the government?
for the government.
Okay, and that is nice.
See, people that can't pay a lawyer, the government
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah, they give them a lawyer. Okay, so that is great. And where did you start this job?
It's home office because here in Peru is quarantine.
Yeah, it's
Yet,
lockdown.
so yes, it's home office.
Yeah, but where did you study? Where
Where
did you start? Sorry, started.
la 2 weeks ago,
How do you feel with this new job?
excited because I the last year the last year I postulate to the I applied to the job.
Yeah, and until now you get answered?
Yes, yes,
No.
for November and
Wow, it's really hard, huh? To get a job there.
yeah, I think that
Okay.
I may make it.
right? But you will do it without troubles. I want to please ask you if you think about which country do you choose for the migration process and why?
Why? I stay in two options. I have two options: Australia and New Zealand. And it's so similar both,
Yeah.
but in Australia the payment is more. So I have the similar. Well, I choose Australia because the has a lot of employment opportunities because its economy grows a lot. Has enjoy a high standard of lifestyle. I think, for example, I watch videos. So, for example, a public transport. You say you live in Peru at time, but I don't know if you see the traffic here is so horrible.
Oh, yeah, I know. I live it. I feel it in the buses.
Yes. So has a eh, more organized public transport. También a better health system. When I talk with people who live in another country, say, you have a private security.
Security, yeah.
Security.
Like health system.
Had a health system. Many people say things is you have a lot of money, but it's not because the health system of the government is so bad here.
Yeah, I know. If you didn't do that, you will die. Maybe you have some trouble.
Many trouble. So that and I think the health system is so important. Apart of that has education opportunities because always in my I like study a lot. I never stop studying on vacation, in holidays. I continue study, so um, I see the education opportunity is so good. And read that part is Australia is uh, one of the safest countries in the world.
Yeah, that is true. I read a lot of that before and also. So I want to know if everything goes good, when do you want to return to Peru?
I is listening to going.
Yeah, maybe the volume. Here, can you listen me better?
Yeah.
Okay. If everything goes good in Australia or New Zealand, when do you want to go back to Peru?
If everything is good, maybe don't back permanent here in Peru, but always visiting my family.
Okay. So if everything goes good, you want to stay there as much as you want.
As
And you
much as
can.
possible, but I think if my family see me, I am good with a good job, better opportunities. They is happy for me.
Yeah, because are the family, they want the best for you.
Yeah.
Gabriela, let me know how much money do you want to win in that country? Like per month. Did you realize, did you check how much money do you have to pay for rent, for food?
Yeah, I check programs because it's no I want to go to Australia, maybe I study for be a lawyer, so I'll be a lawyer. It's not the same. So it's a program, his name I put his name Harvest Trail. It's a program to connect workers with groomers, farmers, something like that. In the you you gained ganar así,
You win.
you win you win serious um, 30 per hour for collect fruit.
Again, how much?
30?
¿Cuánto? ¿30? ¿30?
Yes.
30,
For
okay.
$30 for to collect fruit, and you travel. I maybe it's a job you pay for do exercise. uh, so yeah, I see that payment is good, or maybe también maybe teach Spanish. Nowadays, I think many people want to learn Spanish.
Okay.
Well, it's a first plan, and then, for
So
example,
this plan, sorry, Gabriela. This plan that you told me that is called how? Farmer. No, you give me the name. How?
Harvest Trail is the name.
Okay, this Harvest Trail means that if you go there, do you want to become a lawyer?
No. It's a plan because you it's necessary. It's another then, because I want to first travel. It's in this program you can travel and work at the same time.
It's like a work and travel visa.
Yeah.
Work and holiday visa also.
Work is for 1 year.
Okay, but you know that the season of fruits is something like 3 months, and after the fruits, what do you want to do?
The program is for not only fruits, it's for different foods. So and then the second has another program has a skilled occupation list. It's a list for a lot of
professions.
Maybe the requirements has a B1 or B2 English. 2 years, also have a lot of the time, 2 years for validate my title. Apart of that, maybe if I want, I study a master's degree.
Okay, that is great.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you think that will be your huge advantage in this application process? What do you think that you have with you for help you to achieve this goal?
Make a lot of effort.
Okay.
Yes.
Like you are,
because
that you put a lot of effort in things.
Has a lot of opportunities. Apart of that, I read maybe when you stay for in Australia, you maybe work in a hostel for accommodation.
Yeah, like volunteers volunteers programs.
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly volunteer because the testimony for a girl said she worked in the hostel 2 hours per day, and apart of that he has another job. So if for the beginning you don't have you have to do maybe other job, and you don't work always in if exactly you want for at the beginning.
Yeah, I of course understand your point of view. So, how much money do you have in mind that you will spend in this process, in this migration, taking account flights, accommodation, the total?
Well, maybe for the flight is $2,000. It has the apartment is 50. I forget how to say 200 in English.
200. 200.
200, yeah, 200 in apartment for a week. But,
Okay.
But I think you win according to the lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. How old are you? Remember? Remind me, how much? How old are you? ¿Cuántos años tienes?
21.
21? You are so young and you are so clever.
Yeah.
Did you check some deadline dates for apply for this kind of work and holiday visas?
Yeah, I check
It's
from
like 30, 31.
No, sorry, 18th until, sorry.
Okay, great. So you have 9 years for take a decision.
Yes. I checked this program for the last year, but so I have an idea.
Okay, that is great. It's always a good idea to have plans. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your plans with me. Before you leave, I will please ask you that you fill the survey that is now online. And yeah, that is everything for today. I will see you the next week.
On Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you feel it? You feel it?
Yes, always when I enter to the appear the.
Ok, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ok, sí, perfecto. Está llenito, llenito. Listo. Muchas gracias por tu tiempo. Thanks to you. Bye. Hello, I am here. How are you?
Hi.
How is everything going? Sorry, I cannot listen. What you said? What did you say?
Solo quiero apagar el tele porque mi hermano lo dejó encendido y se va a hacer.
Okay. Okay, Christian. So let me know which one is your plan for dual migration process.
Okay. I want to go Inglaterra.
Why England? Why?
Because I think that England is a nice country, and I have a parent on England.
Apparent, or I have family there. Can you please check your chat? I will text that. I have family there, or I also have ¿cómo más decimos? Have friends.
I have
relatives. I have relatives there. Perfect.
Okay, and I want to study in a university, and I want to interchange. ¿Sí se dice así?
¿Qué cosa?
Como intercambio.
I want to exchange. I want to make an exchange. Así. Como intercambio de divisas, como intercambio de plata, que se dice de la misma manera. Entonces vamos a decir así. Exchange.
And I want to study there in University College Londres. And this for...
Christian, do you find some information about the cost of this studies process or study programs?
Or I want to exchange the university I study here in there, sorry.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay more? You have
No,
to pay the
I
same money.
I have a beca.
Fellow, así. Vamos a ponerlo acá para que sea más fácil. We have two ways to talk. Scholarship.
Mm,
Did you listen? Okay, perfect. It's two ways. Scholarship or fellowship, depending of the context. So,
So
scholarship, como colegio, acuérdate por esas palabras, scholarship.
I have a scholarship, and I pay a little eh, money, I think, and this the country give me a visa for a student.
Like a studying visa.
Mhm.
Studying visa. Okay, perfect. And tell me, if everything goes good there, do you want to go back to your country or not really?
Yes, I want for 6 months only,
Okay. But what
or
happened? What happened if you find a job there? What happened if you find one huge and important opportunity there? What do you think?
I think that I know the law of this country and find different uh, laws and the and obviously the each I think is different for here. So I think that is a new adventure and
Yeah.
I don't know, is for me it's interesting go to other country and I know for this country, the love, the person, the people, etc.
Okay. I want to know, which do you think that is your advantage in this application process? Like, what do you think that you can play with in favor of you? ¿Entiendes la pregunta?
Lo último,
Como con qué crees que puedes jugar a favor de tus intenciones? Como con qué, ¿cuál es tu ventaja sobre otra gente que pueda aplicar a este intercambio académico?
I don't know.
Piensa, siempre hay algo.
I think that I process quickly the thing. For example, when a person tell me something of the career, uh, I remember and I lo capto rápido, no sé cómo se decía, cómo se puede decir captar.
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo se dice qué?
Captar rápido, bueno, no sé cómo si lo dicen.
Catch. I can catch it. Así, mira tu tablero. Ay, casi borro la votación. Espera. Así, catch. 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 I can catch it. ¿Cómo lo quieres decir en este contexto? La mejor manera de decirlo sería catch it fast. Puedo captarla rápido, cogerla si estoy despierta.
I catch it fast. And this I learned fast. I think.
Okay. Where are you going to live? Did you find like some neighborhood, como algún barrio? ¿Has visto algunos barrios de Londres? ¿O ya viste de pronto dónde quedaría la universidad?
The university gives me a room.
Okay. Inside of the university. Adentro.
No, outside.
Outside. Okay. And did you check the rooms? How are these ones?
No. or or I want to, for example, if the situation, the university now get me a room, I go to live with my family.
Okay. Okay. Krisha, do you want to create a future outside of your country or not really?
Gali se trabó, dice que es súper bajo.
¿Aló? ¿Me escuchas?
Y ahorita ya,
Ok.
ahorita ya sí.
¿Ahora? ¿Sí?
Me parecía, no sé si te parecía una
No,
desquedada.
sí está más lento. Ahorita, a ver, lo voy a cambiar un poquito de
Ahora
posición. Estoy súper cerca del router, no sé por qué me está jugando sucio. Okay, I want to ask you if you really see yourself living abroad. ¿Te ves a ti misma viviendo en el extranjero?
depends because it's obvious that I not dominate the English.
But you
So
will
I
improve
think
it.
that is, but I don't know. I I am insecure.
No,
So
come
I
on,
want
baby
to.
girl. Insecure, why?
But I want to study.
Yeah, you will study there and you will learn a lot and then you will be so good. So no worries at
Insecure
all.
because I think that I don't have with a practice the English. Now because I practice with you and I think that I advance in the language. I can uh, have to a conversation, but um, before it's complicated to have conversation.
No, no worries at all. The learning process of a language take a while. You need just put information every day. Try to read something, to see something, to watch some series that makes that your brain is always wanted to learn and learn and learn more. And no worries, it's just a process, but you are doing that so good. Tell me, what do you think that will be? We talk about the advantage, right? So now I want to know, what do you think that is the like? I don't want to like sounds bad, but which one do you think that will be the downside of the trouble, right? Like there's something like there's something bad that can happen in this applying process. ¿Me entiendes? Como la desventaja.
This is the language, I think. And it, right now, I am, ¿cómo decir? Últimamente soy bien apegada con el libro. And I don't,
Últimamente soy bien
can't,
apegada. ¿A qué? No te escuché.
a
No
mi
te-
familia.
a tu familia. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but
And
it's just
I
a
can
period of
stay,
time.
but I don't know.
Yeah, I understand it. It's hard. It's just you need to live a lot of new experiences that will help you to have a little bit more of perspective. And you always continue like following your your professional career, right? You never think about it to go to other country and do other thing. or yes?
Yes.
Always like a lawyer.
Always a lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Have you a judicial record?
Sorry?
Have you a judicial record? I will put it in our screen. Have you a judicial record? Eso significa antecedentes judiciales, también antecedentes administrativos o problemas con la justicia en español. Tiene muchas traducciones. So, have you a judicial record?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Okay. This is one of the questions that, of course, they will do it. And it's important that you continue keeping that. Never do nothing wrong and nothing against your future, right? Okay, thank you so much for your time, Krisha. I will see you the next week on our lessons. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. Before you leave, please fill the survey and then we are done.
Bye, Gali.
Bye. Rest. Enjoy your weekend. Ciao. Adios. Maria, good night. Welcome. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Gali, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. I can see that you having like some trouble connections.
Yes, but just a little bit. I think it's better now.
Okay, hopefully we don't have any trouble. Okay, do you think about the migration process? And if you think about it, which country did you choose?
I'm sorry, I'm going to put this off. Okay. I thought about United States because I really like that country. I've been there last year for 3 months because I did the work and travel program there, but it was just the small one for 3 months. So I know there is another program called internship that is for 1 whole year. And that's something that I really want to do in this hypothetical
scenario.
Yeah, honestly, no, but yeah, it's something that I think it's really interesting. But if I would apply for something, that's definitely the internship program to the US for 1 year. So first of all, to apply to this internship, I need to go to a travel agency. In Peru, we have a lot of agencies that works with this, but especially I did like in tech when I traveled there. So I probably choose that. For this program, you need to take an English exam so they could see your English level. And also you need to give them your resume, because with that resume, they are going to talk to the employers there and find you a job. I know that for us, it's maybe a little bit difficult to find us a job for this kind of programs. It's more, it's easier for careers as, I don't know, what is it, engineering, or that careers that I think are related to tourism or hotels and that stuff. But yeah, it's not impossible. I remember that 2 years ago, I asked for this program, and I told the girl there, is it possible for me as a law student to do this program? And she said, yes, it's going to be more difficult, but it's not impossible, because they used to have cases as us that apply for this program being law students. So I think this is a possibility. Well, when they find me a job, I will have an interview with them. And then if they accept me, I am going to need a J1 visa. So for this kind of visas, it's more easy to obtain this visa because you have a sponsor. and also you travel there with a work proposal. Proposal. Yes, you travel there with a job proposal, so it's easier to find a job. It's easier, so they could give you your visa. Actually, I remember my first interview there for the J1 visa, but in the other program, it was about 1 minute and a half. It was very, very, very fast.
What they ask you?
Yeah, they just watched my face. They told me, where are you going? How long are you going to stay? Where are you going to work? Okay, so we will give you your visa. You need to this day. It was very, very, very easy. I was very surprised. And it's because you have a sponsor and you're traveling with a job proposal, so it's easier. Well, this visa is special because when you finish your whole year there, you can apply so they could extend your visa, and it's up to 3 years. And this is really good because if you're good at your job and you want to still work in there, you can do this and you can work there in 3 more years. That's something that a lot of my friends did there, and I was very surprised about it because you first travel with just 1 year. The idea with you are going to be there just 1 year working, but you have this possibility.
That is great. And that is great to listen for someone that lives that kind of experiences. I meet some people that do it, but never think about how they can connect these work and travel programs with their career. They want, for example, I met one guy that went to, I can't remember, Texas? I can't remember, to one state of US for work like in a commercial center, like a seller. And then he buys a lot of stuff, and he went back to Colombia like quite rich. But then it's like, as my point of view, you didn't have a structure. Like, it's good. I'm totally agree with that if you want to change your mind. But if he wants to do that and he do it, would be also nice that he win that money, but doing something that can afford a little bit to their CV.
Yes.
CV, and then maybe have other opportunities in Colombia. That is in my case, right?
Yes, that's it. And I think that that's very important. Sorry. That's very important. So if you do something related to your career, I think that's better. I actually, well, the work and travel programs for 3 months are just for that. It's like it's a cultural exchange program. So they don't guarantee you that you are going to work in something related to your career. The internship, yes, the internship, it's more related, it is actually related to your career, and that's something really good, I think. But for example, if you just want to go and travel and make new friends, and it's your first time there in the US as me, it's okay. I think it's a really nice experience. I had a lot of practice there. The most of the jobs are, for example, as a seller, as you said, or maybe I don't know, washing in the laundry, or as a host or something like that. But for example, in my case, I went there and worked in CSR, that is called like a call center for service there, and I think that was a really good experience. Yes, it is not related to my career, but I learned a lot because, well, I don't know, if you work in something that is related to clients, and yes, also with that's another point. But I mean, when you work with something that is related to a lot of people and you make contact with people, it teaches you to be a better person, because when sometimes I answer the phone and they were just really mean and rude, and not because you are not doing it right. It's because
Their lives are awful.
Yeah, no, it's because they were really angry about the hotel and you were the guilty one because you answered the phone. So when you work with customers, you learn to be a better person. Honestly, I had sometimes I learned a lot of bad words in English too. Not because I wanted to, because they told me a lot of stuff about it. So I learned a lot of bad words. It's incredible. But yeah, it has its pros and cons, I think. It was a really good experience. And the other good point is about the native speakers. I learned a lot of them. I started listening better than I used to. And I think that it was really good. And then I had the opportunity saving money those 3 months to travel to New York and be there. It was amazing. I love New York. It is one of my
nice.
Yeah, I've been in 4 states there, but New York was the best of them.
I can imagine. So let me know, Maria, how much money do you think that do you have to invest for achieve that goal?
Okay. Considering my last time there, this program is more expensive than the other one. So this program, just the program, could cost $3,000 to pay to the agency. $3,000 plus the what is the name of this? The airplane ticket. It could be one more $100, about $4,000 approximately, just that, to be there and to rent a place there, or maybe share a room and you have your roommates. The price depends on the state. So I just think about it is approximately $100 per week. So in 1 month, it could be $400 in the best of the cases. So I think with $5,000, I could be comfortable there, to go there, to start working there, to buy the plane ticket, and to stay and rent a place there. I could be comfortable with that 1 month and a half approximately, for my own experience. And then I will start like earning some money and trying to save also money to cover that amount that I've invest there. Invest there. So yeah, approximately $5,000. But it's just as the program is 1 year, I think it could be a really good idea.
Yeah, but do you more or less have the average of the winning salary that you will get per month?
Yes. Well, it depends on the state also, but it will be program, because the internship program gives you more benefits than the work and travel program. The ones that do the internship, they earn more, so they could be paid around $12 per hour to $15 per hour.
Okay. And do you know more or less which ones are the activities or which ones are your obligations as a worker? You know that?
That depends. And it depends. As I said, the agency here finds you a job. So whatever they find you, it is also a little bit of luck, it depends. But
what
yeah,
if you have troubles with the agency or with your job, or maybe the labor space is not what they promise you? What happens if you have some kind of troubles there? What is the solution?
That's a really good question. If you're here and they find you a job, the agency finds you a job, and you don't like this job, you can just say, okay, I don't like it, I'm going to do the internship program. There is a penalty there, but it's a small amount, around 100, I think. Sorry, 100. dollars. Well, it is something, but considering all the money, it is something like okay. But if you are there and you start working and the job is not something that you really like, or I don't know, your boss is like a bad person or something, you could call your sponsor because you have a sponsor there, and this sponsor is going to help you. And with this sponsor, this sponsor is obligated to find you another job. So I think that will work.
Okay, that is great. Okay, until now we finished with the activity that we're getting proposed. But I want to also ask you if you may be getting prepared for the speaking call that you owe me. No? Okay, no worries. I will send you again, drop me a message in WhatsApp. I will send you the link of the video, and we will try to maybe the next speaking call, I will let you at the end, and then we can finish and record everything. Okay?
Okay. I will see. Yeah, I have the link video, don't worry about it.
Ah, okay, perfect.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we let it like that. I will see you on the next week. But please, before you leave, I need to ask you that you fill the survey that is now online. And thank you so much for your time and enjoy
Thank
your
you, Gali.
weekend.
Thank you, Gali. I did it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy.